Pam, I'm sleepy today and I'm forgetting everything and I'm more interested in clicking buttons than anything else. This is a if then else. It's not. Hello, and welcome. I'm Nick. This is yet another backlog stream. I like doing these because I have a lot of games on my backlog. And I honestly love the excuse. I love the it is a fantastic method for tricking myself into doing things that I want to do. Because I have issues. I know. I'm talking to a therapist about it. It's fine. Therapy is good for you. Even if you don't think you have a problem, therapy is pretty much always healthy. I've already distracted myself. It's a backlog stream. So this scrolling all the way back. Today we're going to be looking at Hacknet, which my understanding is this is a hacking game, but not the way that most games would sort of demonstrate hacking. This is not a pipe dream puzzle. This is not, walking to a sort of first person shooter representation of a computer system. No, this is like I'm gonna type like black underscore ice dot exe at some point during this. I think I'm going to have to like reference IP addresses, fictional ones, I suppose, for this. But all that being said, uh, I don't. I'm trying to remember when I got this. Like, this list is arranged by which game is oldest game in my library, but it doesn't mean I bought it when it came out. Although this one might have been like a I don't know, a Giant Bomb quick look impulse buy, but maybe it was like impulse put it on my wish list, and then if it was on sale cheap enough, it's an impulse buy. Who knows? Not me. Far too long ago. I don't remember. But enough yammering. Let's try playing this. And now I have to make the game capture look at it as well. Oh boy. Hey, there we go. If you can't see my mouse, nor can I. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh, you. And you. Hey, there we go. Okay. Sure. Okay. Let's go large, just so that way I know all of us can see it together. This is a game about reading, I think. Wait, yeah, large. Yes. Okay. New. Username. I'm this one. Oh, ding dang. Oh, good. Oh no, I can only think of real passwords. That's not a good idea. I probably want something quick. See, okay, but is this like one of those situations where the strength of my password will in fact be a like mechanical issue? Yeah, no, you gotta put some alphanumerics in there. Sure. I hope I remember what that is later. Here we go. This is what computers are like. Oh man, this game is gonna give me like nightmares tonight. 14-day timer expired. Initializing failsafe. Uh-oh. Hi. This is strange. Stranger than I expected. I guess I'm supposed to write this in past tense, though I hardly feel like admitting it's over. My name is Bit, and if you're reading this, I'm already dead. Oh, okay, it's one of these stories. Okay. Record scratch. How did we end up here? Yeah, that's me. Dead. Alright, notes. Oh, there it is. There's the joke. Woo! As of right now, you are at risk. Learn as quickly as possible. Begin the tutorial sequence by pressing the continue button below. Okay. Jeez. Connect to a computer by typing connect IP in terminal or by clicking on a node on the network map. Connect to your own computer by clicking on the green circle. There you go. That's an IP address. Alright. On any system, scan it for adjacent nodes. This will reveal more computers on your map that you can use. Scan this computer now by pressing the Scan Network button on the display module. Scan Network. That should be all you'll need from your own server for now. Disconnect from your machine. Alright. Time to connect to an outside computer. Be aware that attempting to compromise security of another computer is illegal under the USC Act 1030-18. Proceed at your own risk and connect to an outside machine by clicking on the blue node. Oh, we're going to Opal. Uh-oh. This VM's terminal module has been activated. This will be your primary interface for navigating and interfacing with nodes. The command can be run by typing it out and pressing enter. Oh, okay, this is our terminal window over here. Okay. Oh yeah, there's connect, there's scan. Oh wait, can I? Oh, I can't page up and page down. Interesting. Computer security system and open ports can be analyzed using the probe or nmap command. Analyze the computer you're currently connected to. Okay, so I want to be like nmap. Here you can see the active ports, active security, and the number of open ports required to successfully crack this machine using port hack. This machine has no active security and requires no open ports to crack. Oh, okay. If you're prepared to, it's possible to crack this computer using the program port hack. This is all okay. Port hack. Ooh. Congratulations, you have taken control of an external system and are now its administrator. That's bad. I was gonna say, we were doing pretty good at actually simulating like network navigation and like what actual like network hacking is kind of like, until the part where you're just the administrator now. Like usually that involves like, what is it? Brute forcing stuff is always harder than social engineering, because you want to just be like, hey, let's just call somebody who like someone who's not the admin, but someone who for some reason has administrative rights. Call them and be like, hey, we need this for this reason, and then you have it, and then you sign in, and then you make yourself the admin, and you make them nothing, and then it's yours, and then you use it as a proxy server to stream European football, you know. You can do whatever you like with it. However, you should start by scanning for local nodes to locate additional computers. Let's scan. No results. Not a problem. Next, you should investigate the file system. Let's do list. List dot slash. Help list. Yeah, wow, this feels like a Linux or even kind of like a DOS command line. Help page number, command list, default scan. RM, delete or remove, PS, processing, kill. LS, not list. CD moves, MV moves it, connect, help 2. Probe exe. List all executables. Executables or executables? Don't answer. I just want you to think about it. I wanted to keep you up tonight. Disconnect cat. So cat, I believe, means concatenate, as in concatenate the contents of this file to the console log, which basically just makes it print into the console. Open CD tray. Oh, I am so scared to do that to my computer and open a CD tray. That would scare the shit out of me. Replace, analyze, solve. Attempts to solve the firewall of targeted machine to allow UDP traffic. Is that a thing? I think there's kind of an equivalent to that in reality. Okay. Login. Sure. Upload. Cool. Clear. Add note. All right. Append. Append a line containing data to file name. Okay. Shell. Whoa. Can I just do that? I sure can. It's over there now. Huh. LS. We want an LS. Here we go. Navigate to the bin folder. The home log bin says cd bin. Right, because bin means not like a bin of stuff. It means binaries, binary files, which generally means executables. That's why a lot of, like, if you get Unity games or stuff, like a lot of games built on, you know, generically built engines have like a bin file that come in it. Wow, you can see how much RAM I'm using in the top left. None of these are real. Let's take us to bin. Whoops, got to type right. Config.txt. All right, let's cat config. Cat config.txt. Oh my god. There we go. Totally useless. I didn't even read what the thing was. Look at config in case. Yeah, okay. It's a config, continual spawning, colors enabled. Enable that fudge. Behaviors, twirl thrust helicopter, resolution, full screen, alt tab, texture folder. Admin, facts, not porn, documents, serious documents, system textures. Oh, What is that even for? Like, okay, that's... The problem is, like... What is continual spawning? Twirl, thrust, and helicopter. What are those? Not necessarily actions, but behaviors. That usually means like AI select. Anyway, move a directory cd ... to go up. Yep. Folder log. Let's see here. This delete all files in this directory. Oh yeah, because this is saying we connect, we hack, we disconnected, and then our connection was, oh yeah, we opened a shell and then we read file. All right, yeah, we disconnected at some point for some reason. Yeah, rm star, remove all. And there it goes. Now DC for disconnect. Congratulations, you completed the guided section of this tutorial. To finish it, you must locate the process ID of this tutorial program and kill it. Help will give you a, what, it was PS for processes, right? Tutorial, so I want to kill 8. That killed the tutorial. Oh man, that is great. Oh, that's cool. Oh, 55 is the shell that I opened. So I still have that open. Okay. So let's kill 55 as well. Let's get rid of that. Oh, that was holding some of my RAM open. Okay, so over there on the left, we have a whole bunch of processes running. Okay. Okay. All right. I got mail. Gmail.com. All right. Bit. First contact. Hi. I don't know you, and I'm sad to say that I never will. But if you're reading this, it means you might be the only person that can make things right. Right now, I'm trapped. There's no way out, and not enough time, and I need your help. But there's something you need to take care of first. The faster, the better. Hacknet OS wasn't meant to be released as it is now. After a while, an automated tracker will activate itself. We can't let that happen. Connect to your own node. It should be green on your map. Then find and delete securitytracer.exe. Okay, so we want to go here. We can look at our file system. It's probably in bin. We want to rm star, so that'll get rid of that. Done. Let's look at our mail again. Log into mail. Sure. Yeah, we did that already. When you're done, reply to his email. Additional details. Done. See where... Oh, so actually that would probably be like... Here, if I DC right now, then it's probably actually... Oh, wow. Wow, okay. So in a lot of consoles, if you hit tab, it finishes the command if there's like only one command that it could be at that point. So I put con and just hit tab out of muscle memory and it finished it. Jmail.com, because that's actually what DNS servers do is, right? Jmail. So instead of typing that IP address, Jmail is basically an alias for that IP address. So if I say connect to jmail.com, it would be as if I said connect that IP address. No. Okay. Should be 74.237.9. Yeah. Login. Oh, really? Or is it login. Hey, there we go. Okay, so now I successfully logged in over there, but it's just... CD and tab also. Oh, jeez. All right, let's just go inbox. Oh, shoot. Insufficient privileges to perform operate. Oh, yeah, I tried to cat that file and it disconnected me because I don't have. Okay, let's just go here. Log in this way. And then it comes up this way. See, but in the log over here. Oh, you can't see my mouse. You know what? Let's fix that. Today you want to see my mouse. There we go. Like I'm looking in the log over here. And this is where I was doing it by hand. Then it disconnected me. Then I clicked it to... Yes. Connect and establish. Connected. Did the name and password. Login successful. But it gives me this. I wonder if there's a way to bring this up using directly console commands. Anyway, getting some tools together. Great. That should keep you safe for now. At least from your own computer. Before we start, you're going to need a few things. Port hack alone just isn't going to cut it on most modern computers you'll find. Not ones with anything worth looking at anyway. You should start by checking up on a friend of mine. He goes by Viper. Awful, I know. He's honestly not the brightest crayon in the box, but he always seems to get a hold of useful code. You should have no trouble getting into his files. Finding something useful might be a bit more of a challenge, though. You can, for the most part, ignore the generic files, stuff that gets logged or saved by a program, IRC logs and like. Custom name things like .exe files are what you want to look out for. Download any files you can use using the command scp. That means something and not what Reddit people... Oh, link, Viper Battle Station. Okay, so that's actually kind of interesting because... Hey, there we go. We're over here now. The @ whatever is actually usually to say this is, if you connect here, you are connecting, normally this is the username you are using to connect to this IP address. It's sort of shorthand to say, hey, go here and I'm going to be logging in with this. So then when it responds, it just immediately asks for your password, you know? There's also ways to put the password into the request, but I guess that's actually a bad idea because then you're transferring that and it's probably open. Anyway, let's go here. Nope. Probe. Right, webmail, whatever. Port required for crack. So, what was it? Nmap? No, that was probe. Okay. Fork bomb. Fork bomb? Help. SCP. Source copy something. Probe, disconnect. Oh, what is my own? When you're not connected to another computer, you're looking at your own computer. What are our binary files? Nothing. Oh. I go cd .. /sys. Is it smart enough to know that I'm going up, moving over, and going down? Those are not binaries. Home, stash, miscellaneous, notes. It's full of nothing. Oh, when you add notes, it'll be in notes. Okay. How is that open? Anyway, I want to leave my own computer. Okay. Let me check the email because that's gonna probably remind me over here. Port hack. That's what it is. Add. What was it? Notes. Oh, notes brings up that. That's weird. I'm gonna add a note. Port hack. Oh, this is a weird. Wait. Now I'm just learning how they've. I'm poking around at how they've built their own thing. If I look in notes.txt, yes, this puts in notes.txt. Okay. Okay. Interesting. So the X will remove the note, or I could probably hit close on this, and that closes it. Okay. Interesting. Good. But that's nice because it leaves it over here. Port hack. I need to remember. We know it's 0, so I'm just gonna port hack. There it goes. And it's being so that looks to me like, okay, just from that visual, it looks like what it was doing was it was trying to do a dictionary attack where basically instead of brute forcing like AAAA, AAAB, AAAC, it just says people think in words. So, you know, let's run down words from the dictionary, or like it has its own built-in dictionary, and it'll be like, you know, a lot of times like people names, because it's like, oh, my password is my wife's name. It's like, okay, so we'll do that. Or it's like birthdays, so they'll check a whole bunch of birth years, or, you know, stuff like that. There is this dictionary built of like common possible passwords. Administrator of this system. Yeah. I want to go to CD logs. CD log. I want to RM star already, because that's me a couple of times. While that's happening, list here, CD binary, SSH crack. That's usually like secure shell something. All right, so we got that. It's now in our binaries. CD /sys. What's in here? Oh my gosh. X server, OS config, boot config. So I think there's a thing like, ooh. Net. Yep. Logs. File read. Yep. Home. YouTubers to check out. All right. Why am I not on that list? What are your notes? Finally managed to torrent that sweet new Haxel program from the server Gollum told me about. This is so sick. Okay. ASDF. Induction tests. That's a proxy server. All right. You're going to add a note for 199.59.149.230 test server. Need something about overloading it, maybe. Got to research more. Maybe there's a program to help. We'll ask for more money. Okay. Email draft. Dad, sorry I haven't emailed you in a while. I've been really busy with school. Year 11 is hard, but I think I'm doing okay. I actually wanted to ask for a little help. I need some new software for a school project. It's called ftpbounce.exe. It's really useful. It'll cost a lot though, and I've run out of the money you sent me last time. All this IT project software is really expensive. Could you add another 2,000 to my account? I'd really help out. Love you. Thanks, Tim. Oh man, so Viper is named Tim. Great, got it. Love it. CD dot. Just fuck this guy's computer. Oh, fine. CD sys rm star. Bye. Oh, there was a problem for reboot. Because if you delete all the stuff necessary to run the computer and then you reboot it, it won't. Yeah, that seems to be gone. Oh, I just did a terrible thing to Tim. Oh no, there it is. Your file system is still empty. All right, huh? All right. Yeah, disconnect from everything. No. Email. Login. Yep. Tools. Reply. Done. Maiden flight. Congratulations! I honestly have no way of knowing if you succeeded in this responder, but if you're saying this, it means you at least found something. I'm going to assume it's something really useful. You should try breaking one of my old test servers. If Viper had the sort of thing he's known for getting lying around, you should have everything you need to get in. Remember, any non-basic programs you get need a port number to run. File name port number. Okay. That is, in fact, the program we got. Lucky. Just find a port you want to crack and run it on that. Oh, and in case you don't know already, you can hit the autocomplete. Bit 0. Oh, okay. So we have a note. We add it. That is adding a note. Really? More? This much note actually takes up. Wow. Okay. Notes are actually taking up a lot. So if I close this. Wow. So the length of the note is actually basically. Wow. Keep your notes short. Got it. And then bitwise test PC. Good. We have a test PC. Let's nmap. So we're gonna SSH crack. I don't know. Let's try 21. Target port running incompatible service for. Can I do help SSH? Nope, it doesn't help that way. I just run this. Excuse me. Oh, SSH. Right, duh. It's a service that listens on a specific port, and the port is 22. So it's talking, it's trying to figure it out. It's doing hacking. Secure shell crack complete. So now we have a. Okay, so this is like a very generalized way of this is now how we can crack it. Oh, FTP bounce is something we're going to want, isn't it? It was port hack. So now that we have that, we run it. Good. List. CD home. Ooh. Yep. Cat CD. LS CD. Place. Oh. Okay. Place the specified content of the target file, string 1, with the stuff you want to replace it with. String 2. What? Oh, okay. So you could like replace an IP address, a known IP address that you know exists in this file with a different IP address or something. Moves or renames. Yeah. So MV is a move, but you can move to the same place by giving it a new file. Okay. Help fork bomb. It's not specified, but it's useful panic if you need to down a system in a hurry. You'll need admin rights. You can fork bomb your own system as a defensive measure. Interesting. Shell sets up a remote host on a system where you admin access. This can be run on your own system as a defensive measure. Huh. Okay, so that's why, like, if I run Shell, I'm running it over there, but I'm running it on my computer, but it is a shell to this other computer. That's weird, because if I close this, yes, that frees up my own memory. Okay. Add note. Fork bomb for defense. Alright. What else we got? X server. Oh, don't know about that. Test file. Congratulations, you win. Alright. Autolog reports, folders, IRC log, bash.org. Hey, if you type in your password, it'll show us stars. See? Hey, remember when I said social engineering was the easier form of hacking? Yeah. Oh my gosh. Uh-huh. Oh, okay. That is... Ugh. God. Oh, I love data. I mean, I guess this is supposed to be, you know, a test system, so there's just some whatever. Right, nothing in binary, system, log, RM, all. Maiden flight. I'm gonna... You should try braking. Okay. Done. Yay. Oh, hey, good. It's been auto-saving. Good. Something in return. Nice work. Here's where it's going to start getting harder. Oh, okay. I was going to say, oh, the music's been moving. I need to ask a favor. I've been a little sloppy lately, which is what got me into this whole mess. It's why I'm writing this in the first place, I guess. Anyway, the point is, there's some logs on a few computers that I'd prefer weren't there. You should remember this. If you forget everything else I tell you, don't get sloppy. Delete your logs. If you haven't been, start now. Everything you do on any modern OS is tracked and logged in the log folder. Just go in there and RM star the whole thing. Never forget to. Thanks. Good luck. Note, request details. Target's log folder. Yep. P. Anderson's bedroom PC. I can't adjust the sizes of these. Is that an FPS counter up there for this mainly text-based game? Let's go in here, nmap. We're gonna SSH crack port 22 because that's the SSH port. And then it's port hack. And now we are the admins. All right, show us the logs. Oh, access given, access deleted. Then he left. Wait, why are these in reverse order? 1900s, but okay, connection from. That really makes it look like it happens in the future. Connection from, it became, yeah, okay. Well, first of all, well, on the way out, we got to do it. Let's look at the system, there, home, documents, laptop, lease report. Okay, so a laptop got stolen. Are you guys ready to stream? Are you ready to die? The peanut butter and microchips? Okay. Man, this all feels like chat room banter and is also reminding me why I cannot hang out in chat rooms. It's just people get me. Need to declare valuables before they were stolen. Can't investigate, can't cover. Okay, so text return. Whoops. Work. Report email draft. Nothing conclusive, but got leads. Laptop was stolen at convention, contained the dossier reports. Had copied the most likely one over here. Was sure I had it. We'll submit with the details of what we found soon. Oh, see, that's why like things like this give me nightmares. The idea of like other people on your system doing stuff without your knowledge and like just ruining your stuff. This, I had not considered that this game would give me nightmares. Oh boy. Oh, I'll keep you updated tomorrow, I guess. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. All right, log rm star dc, right? Yeah, because it's still doing it even though we're gone. Yeah, we know that. Okay, I helped. Back to email. Yep. Where to from here? All right. If you see this, then you've done well, and, well, all this might actually be worth something. Is that too much to hope for? It seems like a lot to hope for. I've realized that I just don't have time to write this whole thing. There's way too much to learn, and I don't have time to do any of it. So I'm going to need to ask something more. There's a group that goes by Entropy that's currently accepting members. They'll be able to teach you more. When you're ready, I'll contact you again. As for getting into Entropy, you'll need to bypass a proxy server, a few shells opening using the command shell, running on your computer. Wait. You'll need to bypass a proxy server. A few shells running on computers you've already got admin access on should be able to overload it. Good luck and thank you. P.S. I almost forgot. If you're in trouble, I've linked the Network Education Archive server too. It's got, proxy server info. Run shells on computers you have admin access to. Oh, okay. So I guess blue ones are ones where I have admin access. No, it's not. Logs? Disconnect the connection from RM star. Okay, so what's the blue one? Or what's the yellow one mean then? I'm not okay, so blue does not mean admin access. Oh, yellow does mean I have a direct local connection to it. Okay, that's an issue. Okay, so maybe that means this is like vulnerable. Yeah, that's exactly what my computer looks like. It looks like a cooling rack full of pizza boxes. Man, I want pizza. Oh, man. What does the rest of the email say? Oh, I did want to go and Network Education Archives and the Entropy Test Server. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, let's read some of this. Proxy servers function as a buffering layer between a target computer and a connecting counterpart that filters, caches, and monitors incoming traffic to both optimize web performance for repeated queries and prevent some kinds of attack. The most well-recognized flaw in proxy servers is their upper memory limit, which when reached, I imagine, will force them to allow unchecked traffic to pass through. I see. I don't think that's correct. That seems a fail danger and not a fail safe thing, but okay. To exploit this, hackers and testers will often run shells on other computers that an attacker has access to, often using the built-in shell program. Then, with a collection of shells on servant machines, will connect to a target computer and use the shell's overload functionality to flood the target's proxy server with junk data, allowing other potentially harmful traffic through. So basically, like, proxy can handle this much, And if you get a whole bunch of computers and give it traffic as much or more than that much, then when you connect, you'll go over the top because it's only checking as much as it can handle. So, like, this is kind of the concept of a DDoS attack. Was it directed denial of service, I guess? Because the idea with that is very much the same thing. You get a lot of, slave machines, all of them throwing traffic at one machine, and that machine gets overloaded. But instead of just allowing unchecked traffic, often exceeding memory reserves will crash a computer because it cannot execute any. Like, that's the thing. To let it through it would still have to execute something to pass along a connection. But if it's out of memory, then it cannot execute anything more. And that's why a DDoS will make a server go down, not suddenly make it a free-for-all, But video games, it's fine. exe files. The exe command on monitor terminals executes a file residing on the local machine of the running user, targeting that program at the... On monitor terminals, execute a file residing on the local machine of the running user, targeting that program at the machine the local user is connected to. Okay, so like SSH crack, it runs from my computer, but targets the computer I'm at when I'm running it. Okay. Effectively, command acts as a semantic shortcut. It prevents the need for the IP addresses of the connected machine being added as an argument for any run command. This also allows for multiple programs to send traffic over the same socket, increasing network efficiency at an OS level. Of course, many exe files are not written to have any function over a network, and in this case, a program will ignore the cross-network socket available to it and simply perform its function locally. Yeah, if I run Notepad while connected to another computer, but I run the local copy of Notepad, it'll run it locally. Shells. Shells are compact, low-memory, remote processes running on a separate machine that can be controlled locally from any connection. So SSH, like I said, I don't think it has said it here. It's just called it SSH, but SSH is Secure Shell Handshake, maybe? But that is a shell. A shell is basically a shell is kind of a tunnel. It is the connection. It is the terminal you would have at that computer, but sort of ported to the computer you're at, so the idea that you can run a shell through any port is silly because an SSH shell runs over the SSH port. SSH shell is redundant, I guess. It's like ATM machine. These incredibly convenient processes are used for many tasks, though what they are capable of determine by the type of shell being run. Common is overload. Designed to test networks and proxy servers, its functionality floods the target machine with junk network traffic from the node running the shell, filling up proxy server memory and soaking CPU time. Trap. A shell running this mode will notify the running user when a foreign user connects to the machine running the shell, and allow an emergency fork bomb flood to be executed on all other users connected to it remotely. This can be incredibly useful for maintaining the security of a remote network computer while doing other work. There should be a toggle to be like, hey, if anyone else connects, fork bomb, so that way you don't have to pay attention to it. You have to set it up, but then it'll go off on its own. Otherwise, I can see this being again, because it's a video game, I'm going to have to watch my attention, because I'm sure there's going to be lines connecting everything here, and I'll have to be looking here and then hitting shell traps as we go or something. Firewall analysis. Firewalls have been around for a very long time in computer security, most often serving to prevent automated foreign network traffic rather than secure against dedicated hackers. Modern firewall server can be configured to prevent all security critical traffic unless it is prefixed by a firewall solution, often referred to as a password to end users. So there's a distinct difference between the two. Sure. Let's just go with sure. In this situation, the firewall solution will need to be provided before an unsyndicated login attempt can be attempted, effectively meaning that any known password cracking software will be useless while a firewall is active. Okay, so the idea is like you need to provide the solution in order to be able to log in with a password or brute force to find the password. Fine. So it's like an extra, basically you need 2 passwords, but you need the solution version password first. All right. Firewall complexity can be examined with the analyze command. Running the analyze command multiple times will automatically detect patterns in the response data headers and will eliminate characters it can guarantee are not part of the correct firewall solution. Once a potential solution is found, the command solve firewall solution can be used to attempt to syndicate. I don't believe that is how syndicate is used as a verb, but fine, I get it. So basically, you have to keep running analyze to eliminate letters, and then when you come down to something that like makes a word, you solve the word and it tries that as the solution to attempt to syndicate, which tells me that like, oh yeah, firewall solution. So like you are guessing at a solution. So again, it's basically going to be a second password rather than what an actual thing in this thing would be, which would probably be like a 64-bit encryption key or something like that, which is info that is not necessarily human parsable. Usually that's when you see like an MD5 hash, which is just like, it's a long string of numbers, but like the numbers don't matter so much as like the pattern created by the bits that can also be represented as these numbers, you know? Proxy servers. Secondary computer that you connect to a target through, which filters and caches. Yeah. Proxies are configured by default to ward off traffic that might be considered a network threat, such as FTP flooding, at the cost of needing to whitelist desirable traffic, such as YouTube video streaming traffic. This means that while they can be inconvenient for some users while they are being correctly configured, they can entirely prevent execution from programs that could compromise a port or security device. Okay, also here's the thing. That's a firewall. Like, for what a firewall actually is, like, now, you know, firewall methods and stuff are built into Windows, and you can have like a local firewall or whatever, but like you can have a firewall that blocks a whole network running on a computer where that computer's sole job is to firewall your internal network from the outside world. And that's exactly what it is. Like, kind of everything has to pass through it, and most of it is just like, oh yeah, you're going through, all right, go ahead. And then other times go like, hang on, you want to get through on which port? No. We don't take. They don't live here, man. Dave's not here, man. And then, you know, it just gets thrown aside, and that's the end of it. Which is also like, okay. I did not consider the nightmare aspect for me personally of this game, my unique situation there. I did not anticipate the part of knowing enough about actual like network security that their redefinitions of existing terms would upset me and frustrate me. Oh, that's fun. Either entirely shut down extra that you're connected, do typos, feature which is hardly realized, or allow unchecked traffic. So yeah, shut down the network. That's well, I mean, yes and no. Again, this is a DDoS attack, and like, yeah, it probably would hit a firewall or some sort of like, you know, load processing, you know, request receiving computer, server, whatever. But like, yeah, if you flood the memory, that computer goes down, and it's not shutting down the entire network, but it's like, you know, if there's one door to your house, yeah, every room is still fine, but now the door has collapsed and turned into rubble. So your network internally is fine, but you are shut off from the outside world, and vice versa. More robust proxy servers with more memory, making the process of overloading one a long and daunting task. Nigh impossible with a single machine. Yep. Traces. Passive. Okay. This is new for me. In response to the increasingly hostile and active world of computer security and hacking, new digital security suites will generally include some method of tracking the location of any hostile activity taken against said server. This is naturally an imperfect science, so there are two generally recognized forms of traces, active and passive. This article describes passive traces. A passive trace is a computer program running on a machine that attempts to detect hostile action and mount a tracing action against it. The method of doing so varies from program to program, and consequently, the time it generally takes to complete does too. A passive trace can, in theory, be prevented from completing by using a self-induced crash at the exact time that the ping arrives from a hostile server, giving it no return such that it assumes that the packet never arrived. I mean, it doesn't have to be at the exact time if you just leave it down for a... Wow, okay, so if I go to the specific computer being hacked and do like a reboot, that'll take it offline. It'll give me a window of time for the ping to arrive and not do a callback. Okay. This would require OS level integration though, and is not a known feature on any widely recognized OS, leaving this an effective tracking method for would-be assailants. Oh yeah, you only get it by people who are into the hacking stuff. Yeah, sure. Active traces. An active trace is a tracking effort undertaken by an individual working against either a currently active connection or, more commonly, logs left on a server by a careless hacker. An active trace is untrackable and is generally done by attempting to breach security on nodes used in the routing path and observing the connection route logs. So, it's following a lead, looking at the logs, you know? An active trace could... So, it also, like... At that point, that is not, like... So, a passive trace, they were basically describing an automated trace program. An active trace is a person manually tracking down. That is something a person does, whereas a passive trace is something the computer does, you know? An active trace can be prevented by wiping away a chain in the connection links such that the pursuer has nothing to follow, and as such it is recommended that if an active trace is to be mounted against an assailant, it is done as soon as possible. So I wonder if that's going to actually be like visualized somehow. Okay, we've learned everything. Entropy test server. Hello. Let's get back to it. Nmap. Network map. That's what that means. Proxy detected. Okay. 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 So I can try the SSH proxy active. Cannot execute. Okay, so... Oh my god, is that really all it is even? Yes, this is a firewall then. That's not a proxy. That's a firewall. I mean, or theoretically, like, the computer that we're looking at is the proxy and it's just saying there's stuff. Oh my god. All right, so we got to look at like yours and let's run a shell. And I'll be nice. I won't use theirs. We'll use Vipers and run a shell. And the tests and run a shell, right? Let's see if 3 is enough. So you're telling me now if I do this, if I here, I got an nmap. Sorry, nmap. I can't spell. Right? So we're overloading. Oh, 1 was enough. Okay, sure. So now we'll crack on 22. That's silly. But fine. All right, we're in. Insufficient privileges. Oh, now we port hack. Right. Oh, the steps in this. All right, I want to close these down. See, but like now there's logs on Windows computer of me, you know, running a shell there, right? So See, that's the thing. If you have to go to it to delete the logs, then there's always going to be at least one log with your IP on it of you disconnecting. You know, that's always going to be the last thing you do. That's... Well... So it depends on the kind of, like, connection protocol you're using, right? Because there could be, like just like an open listening, in which case there is no, like, dedicated connect and disconnect. There is, like... It's like yelling out the window to your friend, like, hey, send me an email. And then if it's listening and you assume, like, you're yelling that, but also including, like, your authentication info, then it'll just be like, yeah, I know that info and you want an email? All right. And it just sends it back. At which point, like, yes, there was a connection, there was a packet received, but I don't need to disconnect from it because it did it. Like, it doesn't even care if I'm still there to receive it, you know? But again, game, synthetic systems, which that it, hang on a second, add note, synthetic systems, cannot spell, remind me for later. There's like a notes. Hi. No notes runs that. I don't want to be running 2 copies of notes. So like it was like help 3 had to add note. Yes, add note. Okay. Hi, what am I doing? Now I'm admin. Let's list. What do we got? Home. The test. Congratulations. Download this file to complete your induction test. Entropy will be contacting you through the SCP entropy induction test. Whoops, I added a grave. Yay. And I'll probably get an email in a minute. Hey, what else you got? Log. Bin 0. Cool. Admin tier laser. Bin folder 2. This is a test server scrubs. It's designed for people to break in, at least tidy up. So gold. Okay. Stormwind. Bit, please read. Bit, if you're lurking, can you please come out of the shadows? I need to talk to you. Vapor won't get off my case saying something's wrong. She's sure something's going on. Let me know. OP Stormwind. Oh, Wolai Bang. Okay. Oh boy. You don't. Why is it? It's a Stormwind. Oh my God! They're just complaining about WoW. Retort. Assuming you know what retort means, let me start by saying you are nothing but a scrub. Oh my God. Yeah, hack the planet. Yeah. Idiots. All right, so there's no bins in the bins. RM, star, and DC. Actually, yeah, so it, wait. See, it deleted a disconnection at 2920, but it's, yeah, that was in the past. That was earlier when I was just clicking stuff wrong. So again, even if you start it and disconnect it while it's deleting, it doesn't disconnect your final disconnect. Okay. Yeah, let's check our mail. Yep. Confirmation mission. Greetings. Let me be the first to congratulate you on locating and passing the entropy group entrance exam. While to an experienced hacker it's a relatively trivial task, surprisingly few actually seem to manage it. Before we will be able to allow you to officially join the group, we must further confirm your abilities. A tabloid news server has recently taken a negative stance towards entropy, and we'd like to temporarily disable their operation. As a second test of your skill, we ask you to bring down this server's message board. If you can, leave the non-entropy related articles and the rest of the server intact. We do not wish to be needlessly instructive. Temporarily disable their operation. Bring down the message board, but really just delete their stuff. This is not a request to simply wipe the server clean of articles. We just want that program brought down. Okay. Oh, the /bot news network. Okay, but I want to check something. Hey, remember that connect to 199.230? What is this? That's the entropy test server. Okay, good. All right, so Viper did know about it. Good, so we'll get rid of that. We want to go to... See, like, I'm looking at the visualizations here. Like, red would make me think that this is, like, actively hostile, but it just means I'm connected to it. Red, white. Okay, wait. Red ones seem to be ones where I'm not an admin. If I highlight it and it's white, I'm an admin. See, and this one has a little thing about it, which I guess is keeping track of, like, mission stuff. Entropy group engaged in malicious hacking? New Microsoft phone. About as bad as you expected. Is your data at risk? Friend hole. Nothing is safe. FaceSpace's CEO attempted today to reassure... Wow, like, I can't tell if these are intentional typos, you know? Diegetic typos? Who knows? All right, anyway, Nmap. Proxy. All right, yo, Anderson. I need to borrow. Overload Nmap. Is that enough? Will we need more? Uh-huh. All right. That's enough. On port 22. We're gonna do a port hack when it's done. Insufficient memory. Here, port hack. Also, I don't know if I need the shell up to do that. Okay, list, message board. Listings. RM. Yeah, it should be. Yep. So, yeah, RM for remove. RM sus. RM is. Right? Uh-oh. Oh, right, I'm reading it. Opal dongle patent. Oh. Wait, why did sus not go? I said rem? Okay, RM sus. There you go, that's good. Caution. Oh. Hey, don't change this. Boy, how do we do it? Alright, so I wanna... Oh god, what was it called? Oh, what was the move command? It was MV, right? Config. Dot sys to config dot lol. Well, let's reboot. This should blow it up. I didn't clear my logs. There you go. Yeah, so we can't do... No, the system is not crashed if I can still LS. Yep. Yeah. Onions, boss. Whoa. Oh. Doesn't actually quite know how to handle moving the cursor around. Welcome. Congratulations. Your timely execution of your first contract has proved your abilities. I got an achievement. And I can now gladly welcome you to Entropy. As a small welcoming gift, you'll find the user details of the admin account to our asset server attached. Help yourself to any programs you might need and view our mantra. Once you're geared up, reply to this address and I will arrange a true test of your abilities. Password's Rosebud. See, this is exactly what I mean. This is what you don't want. You don't want to send your password anywhere in plain text and including in a just even if it's in a packet send, because then if you have a packet sniffer but the password is in there in plain text, assuming it works, you just sniffed a packet and you go, oh, the packet contains a password, I'll just take that, and then you just use it. You don't even have to social engineer somebody at that point. They just do it for you. Hi, let's log in because we just have it. You're the admin. Good. I hope that remembers. What do you got? Binaries. Hey, bounce back. Sure. Right. That. SCP. FTP. I'll take that. We already have SSH cracked. Should I just? All right, I said it took it. I wonder if I have 2 copies of it now. That'd be funny. Log. Yeah, I'm doing it. Home. Mantra. Our group is founded on 3 pillars, which we strive to follow in all things. 1. Strive for justice and righteousness in all things. 2. Create and share more than you destroy. 3. Never have an excuse not to improve. That's honestly... I mean, okay, honestly though, number 1 is the one this is kind of the only one that I have trouble with because no, I really like create and share more than you destroy. I'd like that one more, I think. Strive for justice and righteousness. That one is really dangerous depending on your specific definitions of justice and righteousness or your metrics of them even. Never have an excuse not to improve. No, man. Learn contentment in contentment. That's Zen. Entropy will deny contracts that go against these pillars and remove agents that violate them. All right, cool. Backups of FTP bounce. New folder. IRC logs. Downloaded something from Napster. Oh my god, are these actual... Because bash.org is a... Oh my god, these are real, aren't they? But here's the thing. I can't with that anymore. Log rm star dc. What? No, wait, hang on. This one? Yeah. CD log rm star. There we go. Now I can DC and what was it? Respond to the email because we got the 2 things. Thanks for the 2 things, I guess. Thanks for the 2 things, I guess. Excellent. I'd like to be the first to formally invite you to begin accepting Entropy contracts. Attached is the location of the group's secure contract database, along with login credentials necessary to access it. Feel free to accept and complete initial contracts at your leisure. I'll be in contact again to gauge your project's progress soon. Man! Same, name and password. Same login on 2 different servers. That's a security risk, my mans. Why does this one have a star on it? What? Yeah, login. Use it. Oh, this one isn't an admin password, though. Interesting. Sure. Point Clicker, the famous counter hack. Back to School. Illegal clone of a Photonic Enterprises product. Phoenix Communication. Loose ends. How are we looking? Tell me about Back to School. A high school has contacted us with concerns about their IT department accessing private student data, likely on the requests of one of their students' parents, but we can't say for sure. They don't want anything deleted, but want to discreetly find their IT staff's private password so they can investigate themselves. Grody. I mean, everything going on there is grody, but you know what? Everything going on there is grody. All right. Oh, this one's got an accept button. Yeah, let's do this. Back to School. Agent. Millburg's High School Administration Department has contacted us looking for a means of quietly gaining their IT staff's admin password so that they can perform an investigation as to what data they are keeping on their students. While inside, try to preserve all the data the way you find it. Any tampering could mess with their judgment. For your part of it, you'll need to break in, clear your tracks, and reply to this with a password to the server. We'll take care of contacting the school and sending it. So, but the server for the IT person, not... Wait. Oh, this is the IT office. Proxy. Hey, this is an asset server, right? Well, please be my asset. Overload. Scan network. Oh yeah, I haven't been scanning. Probe. That's the one. Hanging out, you know. Like, that's kind of a thing, right? Like if you're brute force, like, sometimes hacking is not the quickly typing everything across your keyboard. Sometimes hacking is just like putting a sniffer and then waiting for somebody to do a thing. Oh, SSH crack or SSH crack 1. Okay, I do have 2 copies of it. That's dumb. Hey, so see, it says password found, which I guess where'd that complete? Then it disconnects. Then it reconnects. Sure. You're not actually going to tell me what it is? All right. I want to scan. Nothing. View logs. Yeah, I'll get rid of that. Home. MH staff. Private student emails. Student top search history. Oh, good. All right. Okay, they search for Google. Right. Man, there's like... I don't know if I've just been like adjacent to computer stuff long enough that all of these jokes are just sort of like old and not camp, cliche to me. But like one topless chick in their French war painting. Okay. Got it. Understood. Sports and sports ball. You know, all right. I'm having trouble finding it funny. I'm just like, you did that. Got it. Announcements. $22 terabytes of pornography. Cool. Password memo. Why would you... check us out. Make the IT password 7 stars. It's just 7 asterisks. Okay, you know what? Goof up. Oh boy. Salinas. People not to trust. Know where I can pick up some herb? Guy at Lacey's gave me your deets. Yeah, dude, what you chasing? Sweet. How much for an ounce? $145. Cool. I've got your IP address. Being a cop has its perks. Mom is going to kill me. Oh, cops. Don't trust cops. Yeah, well, I mean, we knew that. Logs. Whoops. Binary system. I keep looking like, oh, maybe there'll be something interesting. No. Logs. RM all. DC. And then, what'd they say? Just email back? Reply. And it's... Yeah, believe it or not, it's that. Okay, really? I don't know if this guy's a genius or an idiot. Probably a bit of both. Damn, I mean, I only checked it myself because the verification script said it was working and I wanted to test that. This is going to be a confusing reply to the school admins. Oh boy. Good work on your end. Putting it through now. All right, good. Oh, we can do one more. Did I get new mail? Yes, contract successful. The client of your recent contract has reported success and is pleased with your work. You are now free to accept further contracts from the contract database. Your current ranking is 80 out of 100. All right, I guess let's check another one. What is the point clicker? A well-meaning client needs some of his data from a game server deleted to regain productivity. No, I'm a gamer. We recently got news of a company hiring less well-meaning hackers to retrieve some sensitive data from a rival corporation. In the interest of dissuading companies from using the hacker community in such ways in the future, we're going to ensure the transaction doesn't go smoothly. Well, that could be interesting. XC project. A bit of a strange request. Somebody exceptionally well funded is asked for help in investigating a coworker's tablet to see if it's being used for personal matters at work. A cursory poke around the system made it look like they were obsessed with aliens. Might be a really dedicated role-playing group or group of conspiracy theorists. That could be fun. Legal clone. A direct and all-electric clone of this company's product showed up on the market, giving the pirates profits for work that is not theirs. Communication. Look at hackers stole valuable company data. They have been taken care of, but what they stole still needs to be removed. Let's check out the counter hack. That one sounds like it could be the most like mechanically interesting. I doubt it, but agent. The company PP Marketing. The way that I said it is what made me laugh. That's the really embarrassing part of this. The company PP Marketing has recently hired a freelance hacker to break into a rival company's servers to retrieve some sensitive data, which we believe to be a mailing list. That hacker transferred the data to PP and ruined it for the actual creators. Naturally, this sort of corporate espionage is exactly the sort of business that gives hacker groups their bad reputation, and while we're not really even interested in policing this in its entirety, the blatant advertising of the job across the net makes this one a little more public, so we'd like to ensure it doesn't pay off for PP. We don't know exactly what the file's called, so you might have to do a little digging once you're in there. Oh, you're looking for a stolen mail list. It might be archived or encrypted. We want it deleted. She also notes that the company may be prepared for this eventuality and might have some security countermeasures in place. Okay. I have a feeling I'm going to need a shell. Let's probe. Yep. Let's overload. Oh, we're tracing. Ooh, we got a minute and a half. Okay. Give me another shell. Cause we're gonna need to overload this twice. SSH crack is on 22. And then we're gonna need a port hack once that's done. Two. Oh boy. FTP bounce on 21. Okay, so that is just another style of oh, that was just 10 seconds. Okay. That is just another way to to open a port. Okay, that's, I mean, a bounce back I feel like is something else, but okay. Hey, if I just, oh, yellow is something, oh, maybe yellow is something I can, okay, file, system, no, documents, incident log, workspace, secure mail list dot, yep, RM secure mail list. Get out of here. Mail list info. Saying we get somebody else. Haha. So they couldn't. All right. I'm gonna RM mail list info. Induction. Welcome. Dress code. Yeah. Complaint procedure. All right. Fine. Investigation. Winters Kevin. Winter shared trade secrets. Oh, well, RM, just fuck them. Log, RM all, and then DC, right? So the trace didn't get a chance to finish. We'll close the shell. See, I don't know if leaving them open is making me vulnerable, because the fact that this has a direct line and is yellow, and opening shells made those yellow, makes me feel like that's, you know, like a threat thing. Deleted. Contract successful. The client of your recent contract has reported success and is pleased with your work. You're now free to accept further contracts from the contract database. Is 60 out of 100. Okay, so we're going down, up. Is there anything new? No. Okay, so I guess we're just going to have to go through all of these to get on to the next section of the game. Boy, I got scared right there. Hey, you know what? Let's do a couple of things. Let's just scan what we have. Maybe there's something fun. If I do this and if I go scan, but no, yeah, I can. Do you know anything? Oh, hello. That's a diffit entropy asset cache. Okay. Which is like, that one is still down. What are we looking at? Okay, they have a firewall. So now a firewall is not a proxy, so we can't just overload it. Yeah. All right. This is neat. I am curious to know where they go with it. A thing that I know, I have some like foreknowledge about this game, which is that like, the idea here that we have like a simulated OS that we're running in, eventually like our computer gets hacked and they delete our OS. So we actually do need to do all of this, like everything we're doing right now, you will need to do all of this via command line, basically just long enough to go to somebody else's computer, download the like visual OS files, and then like boot it back up to get back to your system. That sounds fun. For as much as I'm complaining about their like confusing like redefinition of terms, this is actually like this is actually like fairly okay. Like traces having actual timing on them, yes, no. The thing about, you know, you're always leaving a note behind if you're always leaving a disconnect log behind. That's silly. And I don't know, this like knowing what actual like I feel like if you want to know whether you're interested or not in getting like IT certified in terms of like pursuing that as a career path, this might be a fairly fun way to start the idea, because like there's concepts here. Computers have ports. You can look for ports. Packets are sent. Local and remote processes running. Like this is like shockingly close enough to like what actual networking stuff is like. That's really interesting. Am I gonna play more of this? Probably just to see where it goes. Like you can already tell I'm not. I might play more of it if it doesn't give me nightmares tonight. How about I put it that way? Because like I like what it's doing. I'm curious about what they've built here. If the idea, it kind of becomes this weird rock paper scissors of like, you know, like we just saw with that last one. Like, hey, you need 2 ports open, so like it's almost like even simpler than Pokemon, right? Run the SSH to open the SSH, run the FTP to open the FTP. You needed 2 to run the hack. Now run the hack, and now you're done. And then just do. Again, search and delete or save or whatever, and then delete your logs and leave. Like it's a very, that feels like it's going to be the loop. And there's element of like, if you're entertained by what you're going to find, great. I'm not exactly a reader. Some of it's getting to me. Some of it is just reminding me of just like, oh, this feels way too real to, you know, the personalities in these circles, and I'm always sensitive to personalities, and there's a reason I don't hang out, never really hung out in IRC chat rooms and stuff, you know. I don't enjoy that being around those kinds of people, so like why do I want to go digging into their stuff? But you know, it's text, like, you know, you saw what I was just doing there. Now that I have like up and down and stuff, like you can just up scan and go around and do stuff. Like the idea that it's kind of funny, the idea that like if I was actually doing this, I would actually maybe like build the exe or the batch file or whatever to actually say, you know, go in, download anything that's in the bin file, clear the logs, and then disconnect. And then rather than checking through everything while you're there, you just like go there, grab everything, clear your tracks, and then sort through it at your leisure safely back on your own PC. And assuming you don't, you know, download something that's dangerous for you. But that's why you have like, don't download it to my PC, download it to the VMware that's running in like a sandbox thing. So that way, if I download something that crashes that computer, who cares? You know? This is neat. I really appreciate what they've done here. Is it fun? If you like reading, it'd be a lot more fun. Oh, but that's me. I want to try something. Just before we go. That one I already broke. Who don't I like? I don't like a high school. I want to do a fork bomb. All right, I did it. Did it blow up the computer? What? Is it going to come back? Does it? You know what? When I used reboot, it went down. It did like the 10-second countdown to the reboot. When I did a fork bomb, it immediately crashed it. And now it's back up. Yeah, that is a hard crash reboot command rather than the slow reboot command, which has the 5-second countdown. Fork bomb it during the double down. Oh, I could go for a double down. No, I had enough. Now a naked chicken taco. Not really a taco. Help. 2 maybe? Reboot. Optional -I. Oh, instantly. DC yeah, what happens if I reboot my own? What if I fork bomb my own? Hang on. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. There you go. That makes sense. That is what like when they're talking about the proxies and like overloading the memory on the proxies, that's actually the way it would work. That would be how a DDoS works, is that except it's the traffic filling up the memory, not that look like garbage noise. Um, and then it just hard crashes. And then, it reboots, it might try to reboot by itself. It might need somebody to come in and manually do something. And here we are. Yeah. Oh, I love that. You do it to yourself to see what it does. Oh, that was fun. Hey, wait. This one isn't yellow now. 1 Minuten, bit. Wait. Probe, whatever. The idea of being able to do a port hack with no open ports makes no sense. I mean, okay, so like 80 for web, 25 for mail, 21 for FTP, 22 for SSH. I think that's actually basically what those are. But theoretically, you can ask a port, hey, or you can ask a computer, hey, can I talk to you on port 7? And I don't know if 7 is standardized for anything, but you can just be like, hey, try out, like, it's basically like, knocking on every different door until somebody answers. So the idea that like this is specifically, it's just like checking, what do you call it? Like this is a list of like standardized ports, right? Like if you were to actually do an Nmap, it would be like you might want to feed it a range. I don't know if it defaults to something, but you can just be like, check the ports 1 through 10,000. That's a lot. 1 through 1024. How about that? And then it might come up and say, yeah, they're all locked, because default is locked, because that's security, right? But sometimes you look at it like, the reason why you might do an Nmap is because it might pop up and say, actually, this one is open, because maybe somebody wanted to put their Wii, they needed to open up their firewall to let their, Xbox Live connection go, let's say. But then, whatever port Xbox Live wanted to use, that might be open now. Or at the very least, it's open to the Xbox if they've done their firewall routing correctly. So, again, there's so many things that, like, for the, like, general, like, media popcorn version of hacking, this is much closer to a simulation. But if you know what actual networking is like, this is kind of an arcade version of it, This is like the Mario Kart of hacking, not the Forza. All right, that's fine. I've can I do it this way? If I do quit? No. Exit? Shut down. Okay, anyway. Nope, that is game options. All right. Ooh, multi-sampling. Is this actually gonna quit? Exit to menu, or okay, yeah, exit to menu, so that'll quit it. All right. That's gonna do it. That was fun. That was neat. That was interesting. Maybe I'll finish. Maybe I'll do enough to see something. I should look into like how long this, depending on how long, like if this is something I could finish in like maybe 2 evenings, I'll probably play more of it. If not, I think I get it. That's how it is with a lot of these like impulse buy games for me, is that I kind of buy them because I want to play them specifically to be able to say like, hey, how much better would I be at this game than the person watching it? It's just like, that's like, I just want to know. It's like, let me touch it for myself. I feel like I'm learning 90%, but I need to touch it for myself to get that last 10%. And I've definitely gotten that. So, if there's too much left, I've gotten my taste. I can move on now. Speaking of moving on, that's going to be it for today. I want to thank you all for hanging out. Yeah, got it. I can't send that from this because for some reason OBS stuff is breaking. Um, hmm. I gotta do it from here. No, not this one. Yeah, this one. Okay. Oh, I could do it that way. Here, if I do. Oh my gosh. There it goes. Um, let's see here. This is. Oh, but now it's on the wrong side of my screen, so I look the wrong way. If I bring it over here. Hey, here we go. Uh, yeah. Thank you for hanging out. Let's see here. We do streams. Try to do streams every Wednesday. Next week is special. Next week we're doing bonus round. That's where me and my mom do a 8 hour mini marathon for charity. Was it this year? We're raising money for the Alzheimer's Foundation. So if you're around next week, hang out for that. Stop by, donate if you can. Tell others what we got going on. So that'll be a fun time. Hey, if you came in late or you want to see what else we do around here, make sure you go to our YouTube and subscribe because that's everything that we do here goes up there, and then there's other stuff that goes up there too, pre-recorded stuff, bonus stuff. And if you want to get notifications or even chat with other watchers, go to our Discord and make that number go up. That's fine. That's available if you're into that sort of thing. Yeah, and that's going to do it. So, thank you for hanging out. I had fun. I hope you did too. And until next time, take care of each other. Have a good night. What button do I want to hit?